Hello guys, welcome to another episode with your boy Phrankleen. So a ton of you guys, emailed me, were asking questions about, countries that basically offer post-study, work visas and stuff. If I can sort of, provide information, if I know anything and stuff. First of all, I'd like to say, if this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. My name is Phrankleen. I'm the brain behind this channel. If you like what I'm about, be sure to give us the like button, hit the subscribe button, okay? And look through my playlist. This segment is called Say It Like It Is. I pretty much talk about eclectic, topics that affect everyday lives. And so it's not just purely about immigration matters, okay? But these affects tons of diasporans and prospective diasporans. These are topics that affect, a lot of us, thousands, if not millions. So I'm just doing my bit to contribute positively to my community. All right. So in going forward, I've got 4 countries offering post-study work visas to Nigerians or to international students anyway. So first on the list, I've got Australia. Australia, I've got a graduate work stream. It's called graduate work stream. It allows international students with certain qualifications and skills to stay in Australia for up to 18 months after the completion of your degree. Okay, so it's fairly straightforward, but like everything else, as I progress, I'll constantly remind you, please, you can ask me questions, you can email me, you can leave your comments below. I try as much as possible to check them and stuff, but make sure, I want people to adopt the habit of, even if you decide to go pay someone else, hire a travel agent or whatever, always make sure that you carry out your own investigations, you acquire information, you educate yourself. It's very important. Like, this is what I said in previous videos, ignorance is not an excuse just to blindly land in a country because you're going there to study and pay, thousands of dollars or thousands of euros or pounds or whatever, and then you are hit with surprises. It's not always good. We've, based on experiences and evidences, it always have devastating effects for a lot of people that have spent a lot of money and traveled miles away from home and from family and friends. So as I say, do your research. So as I was saying, there's a graduate work stream. Basically, it allows international students with certain qualifications and skills to stay in Australia for up to 18 months after your degree. Now, there's a second one, which is a post-study work stream. Now, these allows international students with advanced qualifications, so like Ph.Ds, right, and skills. It allows them to stay in Australia for up to 4 years, regardless of the field of study. Okay, so that's aimed at advanced students. So if you've just gone to Australia as an international student to study your degree, your BSc program and stuff, you'll be able to, that 18 months would allow you pretty much to be able to navigate through the system, hopefully be able to get a job and be able to acquire, that experience and stuff. And then if you decide afterwards to stay, that's a separate conversation, or you decide to migrate back to Africa or wherever you came from, again, that's up to you to decide. All right. Now, there's something for you to bear in mind. Few job categories have been scrapped from the list of eligibility. I need to let you know this. Australia have got a list of eligibility, right? So it depends on the type of program that you have really signed up for, okay? To get this graduate work stream, type visa that will allow you, like a work permit, to be able to stay for 18 months and get job and stuff, they don't have it for all the university programs. That's something to bear in mind. Now, on here, check the list before deciding on what to study. There are prospects for people who have studied computer science, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, agricultural science, biomedical engineering, and the list is quite extensive, okay? And you should go and do your own research and check the list, okay? So the reason I'm emphasizing on this is it's very, very important for you to make sure that so that you don't get hit by surprise, because that's the one thing about people. But they said when you get to Australia you get 18 months. No, they have a list of the type of degrees that are in fact eligible for that graduate work stream or post-study work stream. So if you go study a program that's not on that list, you're not going to be able to get that, Okay, so that in the end we don't blindly start shouting discrimination where there is in fact no discrimination. Okay, that's very important. And also, lastly, I'll add to that point. Like I said before, you see, all of these countries, because it's about give and take, right? When you see them having a list of eligibility like this, they think of what would contribute positively to their own economies, to their own nations. Okay, so it's not just about, it's one thing to allow you to get jobs and all that stuff, but they wouldn't just, there are some jobs that they would rather have their local people get those jobs and do those jobs. Okay, so there is a shortage. There's definitely a very high demand for computer scientists, mechanical engineers, civil engineers, agricultural science, because agriculture is big in Australia, biomedical engineering, and like I said, it's a very long list. Go and do your research. Now, the USA, United States of America, the internal, student market sorry, I said internal, that's a mistake in my notes. The international student market earns the US government more than $35 billion every year. That's a huge amount of money. More than $35 billion. That tells you how, America is vast, it's a very big country. And that tells you the amount of money they cash in. That's a lot of money. So it's a big market that pulls in a major revenue for the country, definitely. Now, everyone is aware of, since Trump became the president, there's been a massive revamp. They pulled plugs on a lot of things. They've sort of moved a lot of things around. Immigration has become, let me say, it's become quite challenging, right? So, but having said that, what you should also bear in mind is there isn't exactly a blanket ban on a lot of things, because there is a doom and gloom. People are spreading a lot of, misinformation, and people are just how do you say? A lot of people are just, spreading fear without having a background understanding to a lot of things. Yes, they've tightened their ropes. They've sort of cut down on a lot of things, lapses that were existing in the past. But they also, as a country, have to give consideration to, the revenues that come in and the benefit for their nation, the improvement in skills and bringing in workers to make sure they sustain the American economy. So they wouldn't just blindly shut international students out. Okay, so there is something called a program called OPT, Optional Practical Training Programs. It allows international students with F1 visas to stay and work in the US for up to 12 months after their study. All right. So as I say, go and read up on this, acquire information, educate yourself. And then also you can stay for up to 29 months for STEM graduates. STEM means people who have studied programs that fall under science, technology, engineering and mathematics. If you notice, it's sort of similar to the Australian program. Okay, these are the sort of areas they're concentrated on, areas that will contribute positively to the American economy, to the American society. Okay, so if you've chosen programs that fall under science, programs that fall under technology, under engineering and mathematics, you would definitely, be able to apply for the OPT. And the OPT starts should be 60 days from graduating, right? If you're going to apply for that OPT program, it starts 60 days from graduating, and you need to be employed within 90 days of the OPT start date, or your OPT will be cancelled. So again, read, get knowledge, educate yourself. If you want to ask me questions, I'll do my very best to answer your questions to the best of my knowledge. Now, check up on the latest USA immigration rules in order to be aware of recent changes by the Trump administration. I cannot emphasize that enough, okay? The worst thing you can do to yourself is to apply ignorance, not educate yourself, because the thing is, at the time of making this video, there are set rules in place. You might wake up tomorrow morning and they've pretty much moved the goalposts on a particular type of visa. So if you're not informed, if you're not properly well informed, you don't have the right information, you only have yourself to blame. Does that make sense? So the third one is Canada. Canada, they offer post-study work scheme for a maximum period of 3 years. The work experience gained will allow you as an international student to qualify for permanent residency in Canada via Express Entry program. To put it quite simply, if you've gone to Canada for like a 3-year degree program, they're basically, you would after the end, after your program, you'll be given 3-year post-study work visa, which is fantastic. So, and also because, as I said in the previous video, Canada is looking for about up to a million immigrants between 2019 and 2021. So basically, they're welcoming you with open arms. I would also put a quick disclaimer. Doesn't mean everything is rosy. Doesn't mean it's a perfect sailing. You're gonna meet challenges. It's you should prepare your mind and try to understand, okay? But if you follow the rules and you do it properly, so why not? You should be able to benefit positively from this. But they only give a maximum of 3 years post-study, work visa. And the 3-year work experience would basically get you eligible for, permanent residency via the express entry program. Be sure to check the rules, read up on the rules. It's very important to keep yourself up to date. Now, the fourth one is the Republic of Ireland. I must say this. I already made a video about the Republic of Ireland. I'm going to put a link above. Go and watch that video. I'm not going to, delve too deep into, that topic. I'm going to give you a brief information about Republic of Ireland, and go and watch my video because that video is dedicated to Republic of Ireland's post-study work visa, okay? Ireland offers 12 months of post-study work visa for all international students finishing a bachelor's, degree in Ireland. Postgraduate students are allowed to stay for 24 months. That's about 2 years. And like I said, watch my recent video about post-study work visa in Ireland, all right? So there are other countries like, Switzerland, Italy, and all of that. I personally don't find them favorable, and I just really condensed my list to this 4. And then, yeah, it's up to you. This segment is sponsored by Freeman Travel Consultants. Look in the description if you have questions. If you have, push an email to Freeman Travel Consultants, and they will be able to help you. All right? Okay, so that's me done. It's your boy Phrankleen. And if you like what I'm about, give us that like button, hit the subscribe button, look around for my videos. If you've got any questions, let's keep the conversation going on below. And let me just say finally, I am thoroughly aware of the challenges we face as Africans and stuff. And I also understand that we need to build our own nations. I'm an advocate for that. We need to build Africa and stuff. One of the major problems we have are the corrupt leaders, the selfish leaders who loot the funds in Africa, line in their own pockets, cater for their own fraternity of friends and families, okay, and keep sabotaging Africa. But what I'm doing here is I'm doing my bit, okay? As a dude, as a human, as a black man, I'm just putting out information. It's only advice, it's only information. This is why I keep hammering on the fact, do your own, research, educate yourself. At the end of the day, you have the final decision on what direction you take your life, okay? Not me, all right? I cannot control your life. So, but as I say, my channel is about pretty much eclectic topics that affect our everyday lives. It's not just laser targeted on immigration matters. Immigration matters affect us as blacks, as Africans, as diasporans. So I will always talk about immigration matters as well as other topics, okay? Thank you for watching. My name is Phrankleen. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll catch you in the next one, all right? Peace and love. Bye now.